Hey ladies and gentlemen, Itzshaggy YouTube here. We're back in World of Warships Legends, and we're gonna be playing Domination on Rain. And we're gonna be talking about Will to Rebuild, specifically how I believe they can change it to fix it, and why I do not run it. I got high explosive in the pipe. I can't remember if I changed it. Why? Because I tried to change my ammo type to what I need, and I don't recognize it at first. And I believe very first shot I get, I get very mad because I would have dead struck this little son bitch. But anyways, so we see this flint slowing down. So we're holding our shot, trying to wait, see exactly where it's going to stop. Stopped right there, so pop that shot. But very first thing, fight fire with fire. And that to me is the best perk possible. I try not to be beside my teammates. I am right now because our team is making some silly decisions. So I'm trying to put my ship right in the middle of everybody, so everybody and their mother shoots at me and not my teammates. My teammates are doing the thing where they all come to one side of the map, just about, and to me it's not the way to play. But I run fight fire with fire because you see my health right now. It's hardly even ticking when I'm getting shot at by that flint, and I'm not damage counting a single fire, because that just means, like this New Mexico, you take one fire and then you immediately take multiple right after that. I'm not sure why the game operates like that, but it most certainly does. So I'm up here making people shoot at me. Why is it important that they shoot at me? I can take it. Okay, I'm not scared that my team is going to be right beside me and sit there and get themselves killed because I want to run Will to Rebuild so everybody can angle towards me, and just sitting here waiting. This flint, I know for sure, this flint smoke is about to run out because it's been sitting in it. So I take my rear gun at the Miyoko. Thought I held my shot, but I don't. And immediately switch back to that flint. The Miyoko's dead. But nobody else runs fight fire with fire except for me, I believe. It is one of the things I feel like if you do not run fight fire with fire and you complain about fire damage, you have absolutely zero ability to complain about any sort of fire damage. In my opinion, Will to Rebuild comes in handy once every 9 matches. I normally play with divisions now, so it should come into handy every match, right? No, because I try to be as far as I can away from my div mates, because that's how you're supposed to play a battleship. You don't want to be sitting there right beside everybody. You want to create distance so you can create a crossfire. Fight fire with fire minimizes the amount of HE damage you take. Okay, and the thing is you're trying to set up a crossfire with your battleship at all points in the game. You don't want to be right beside your ship. You want to have your teammates. You want to have distance between you and your teammates. So, the thing is about that is you want to be as far away from them as you can so that you get broadsides of battleships, you get better angles of battleships than you would with not creating a crossfire. Okay, this Scharnhorst is screwing off. That's where I would want to be though, with my battleship completely away from my teammates. Not sitting there hoping they will give me a will to rebuild. I'll take a nasty salvo in a few minutes. That sucks, but do I run over to my team like, oh, help me survive, please? No, because that's not how you play Battleship. You want to create distance. But what does distance mean? Distance means you're going to be the center of attention more often than not. You're also going to be spammed by HE spammers because they believe, okay, I can get more damage off this guy than I can the guy in the middle of the map running Will to Rebuild. Will to Rebuild needs to be changed. Okay, one of the ways that I believe it can be changed is if they either put more points into the structure of ships. Say you're Bismarck, right? You're at point blank range. You have no hit points left. But you were running Will to Rebuild. So your ship is completely saturated. It needs to put points back into those saturated areas. Why? Because it isn't fair to a ship that has the ability to know what they're doing and create that crossfire. It isn't fair to ships like me. You see me going away from my team right now. What's that? I don't care about Will to Rebuild, ever. I will never care about it. My point is say this Colorado was complete saturated. The only way I could damage him is if I hit him in the citadel. I don't. So what would that have meant? I wouldn't have got any damage off that ship. So they need to change it to only being able to Will to Rebuild non-penetration damage and or damage that if a ship is saturated, it should put the damage back into the saturated areas so that ship can be damaged once again. It's not fair to ships. They can't damage an incoming salvo. That's why people hate carriers. Is because carriers can sail around the entire map, damage you, but you can't damage them. You don't risk any hit points to be a carrier. That's why people don't like them. Okay, so anyways, back to it. Okay, the thing is about commanders. I don't believe you should be able to. How should I word it? I don't believe you should be able to run well to rebuild unless you are running a survivability commander. With a accuracy commander, you're supposed to be out on the flanks and creating that crossfire. When you are out on that flank, an HE spammer is gonna spam you every single time. Okay? Because it thinks, oh, you're not running well to rebuild, he's going to be an easy target. So they'll shoot at you, not your teammates. So, to me, it doesn't make sense. If you're supposed to be creating distance so you can focus on that broadside battleship or cruiser or whatever, why does the game implement a thing to make you sit right beside your teammates because you're so worried about not dying? It doesn't make any sort of sense to me. Alright, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Peace.